So one thing to know about me is I'm a pretty big sports fan. I really enjoy watching most sports, really like to play every kind of sport. I'm maybe getting to the age where I shouldn't, but I really do. But the one sport that I struggle with sometimes is baseball. It's, of course, America's pastime. And I think it's just lost a little bit of the excitement that I think it once had based on a lot of reasons. But one thing popped into my head here recently with the wild card. There's a one-game wild card this year, and baseball plays a 162-game season. So you hear people talking about the season being a marathon all the time. And the problem with that is it's really hard to have a sense of urgency as a fan of that sport of why I should pay attention to a Tuesday game in July about why that game really matters. It's hard to keep that in context of the entire season. And a lot of the purists of baseball were really complaining about this one-game playoff because they've said you've got this whole season and then it comes down to one game and that's not indicative of how the sport is played. But here's the thing. The Reds and the Pirates played. Now, I don't dislike either of those teams, but I'm not a fan of either of those teams. And I watched. I watched some of the game because there was such a sense of urgency. It's one of the things I think that sport is missing. And even though my Indians lost their game in the wild card, I thought it was so cool because every single pitch mattered. You needed to tune in. It was must-see TV. Now, why does this matter? I think that we could all take a lesson of this from business because, there's so much noise out there. There's so much noise through YouTube videos and blogs and content and 24-hour-a-day news that we need to create a sense of urgency. We need to break through the clutter in order to get the attention of our clients and our prospects. And so it's one of the things that I've been focusing on is how do I create a sense of urgency and how do I create content that really matters so that I'm relevant to my customer base in the days that come.